Imagine you are a farmer and there isn't enough water for your crop. The water spring dried up after the nearest native forest in the district was cleared. It has not rained as much as in the past, and you feel desperate because your income depends on selling the products of your crops to support your family and yourself. Now, think of yourself as the local authority in the farmer's district. You are told that bringing back the native forest will help recovering the spring water through the use of restoration techniques. You need additional training and technologies to keep the trees alive. However, you cannot access those tools on your own. This time, you are a researcher. You have access to some tools, like for example scientific articles, which show the latest scientific findings on how to help nature to bring back the water and other contributions like landslide protection and recreation. And you know that scientific articles can help them. Later, when you visit the farmer and the local authority, you learn that they cannot access those scientific articles to support their restoration efforts. Suddenly, you realize that they won't be able to access your own research once it is done and published. How would you feel about it? Maybe sad or overwhelmed? My name is Gabriela Barragan, and I'm a recently trained and UBC fellow. And this was my experience after working with more than 100 people, including farmers and local authorities who shared with me their needs and interests. After this experience, I felt a mix of sadness and discouragement. I learned about their daily life and restoration efforts. I discovered that one limitation to manage restoration is their little access to scientific articles, which are meant to support the work. The articles are written in English, but they don't speak the language, and the papers are long and hard to read. I felt sad to think that they don't know about the large diversity of scientific articles which are published every year to support them. Even if they want, they could not access the information. And I wonder if researchers are aware that after so much effort writing, its content is not reaching the audience in higher need. After this long trip, I reflected on my immense privilege and my role. I have access to education, and I speak English, so I understand the content of valuable scientific literature. I remembered when I was the one who didn't have access since it was hard for me to learn English. Sure, after that experience in 2018 and 2019, I found myself studying for one of the hardest exams of my life. To pass the exam, I needed to learn from more than 70 scientific articles in English. My study strategy was writing summaries of the articles, and I was feeling overwhelmed. I remembered my fieldwork experience, and I found inspiration and purpose when I thought about translating those summaries from English to Spanish, which is the language of the people who I met. This is how the dream of creating the communication science website Restaura Conciencia started in 2019. The summaries will be accessible for people working in restoration-related fields like conservation and the general public. Also, the aim of this platform is to protect the researchers' authorship and to increase the visibility of their work by adding the citation of their article and the link to the journal of publication. To date, this project has the support of faculty to reach out to students. Students have been writing summaries of scientific articles in English as part of their course assignment. After translation, the summaries will be available online. Upon voluntary submission, students will obtain a certificate of participation. The name Restaura Conciencia in Spanish literally means restore consciousness. Yet, if we delete the letter S from the word conciencia, the meaning changes to restore with science. Certainly, we need to reconsider our relationship with nature to overcome unprecedented threats. We are witnessing the effects of modifying the planet's ecosystem. The changing climatic conditions are reducing water supplies, increasing temperatures, extending heat waves, melting glaciers, heating the oceans. As a result, climate change is not only affecting local farmers who need water, but all of us. Worldwide nations around the world committed to limit temperature increase by reducing greenhouse gases emissions, such as carbon dioxide. Reducing emissions can help nature and people to overcome the negative effects of climate change. Along with nature's conservation and restoration, it will hopefully be possible. Our forests have been doing a great job absorbing billions of tons of carbon dioxide, but we are clearing the forest at alarming rates. Each year, we lose an equivalent of 14 million soccer fields. which reduces the forest's capacity to regulate the climate as well as contributing with other services. Massive restoration initiatives are underway to recover millions of hectares of forest. The United Nations declared this decade for ecosystems restoration. And this is an historical effort for all of us because we have the opportunity to make sure that restoration works for current and future generations. Restoration is a practice based on planting trees and letting nature to grow back in cleared areas to recover ecosystem services, to secure our well-being and survival. Yet, trees grow takes time. Thus, restoration could take several years, decades, or even centuries. This means that we all need to join and to collaborate to help restoration work through time by sharing our knowledge based on principles of solidarity and commitment. As a result, this information could be incorporated in a larger network of local and traditional knowledge to support restoration on the ground. The website Restaura Conciencia aims to build a bridge between academia, people working in restoration, and the general public. This is an effort which I truly hope will help making better decisions on restoration planning and management to the benefit of our planet and all of us. Thank you.